Jimmy.
Now what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning, I wanna turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at this act like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas outside, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, open up some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs, making profits. I jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call it short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? And make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? And make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? And make profits.
That TTG money gang,
And making profits.
we some snipers.
Hey yo, what's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Hope you all had a fantastic Wednesday, as we now only have 2 trading days left for the year 2022. And what a year it's been. What a year it has been. And we are finishing the year off exactly like we started. And that's with selling pressure to the downside. That's exactly how 2022 started. It's exactly how 2022 is ending. You had a bunch of bear market rallies mixed here in between, but the bear market is still firmly in effect. And I believe that a lot of the same playbook that has worked for us in 2022 is going to continue to work for us in 2023, with one exception. And we're going to talk about what that is here today. And we're going to talk about a little bit more in detail about what the game plan is for 2023 and what are some of the areas that I'm going to be targeting and where am I going to be putting some of my own money in 2023, because I think that the opportunities that you're going to be faced with next year are going to be even greater than what you saw today. I mean, what you saw this year. This year was the year of the active trader. It was the most volatile market environment that we've ever seen in history. And I've been doing this for around 17 years, and I can very, very clearly and plainly and honestly tell you that this has been by far the most volatile trading year that I've ever seen in my entire life. But I think that next year is going to provide you with the same type of trading volatility, but better long-term investment opportunities than even some of what you saw this year. because I believe some of the stocks that held up better this year, I think you're going to get better prices and better opportunities to really build out that long-term portfolio next year. This is going to be perfect for people that have not yet started a long-term portfolio. Next year is going to be the absolute perfect time for you to do so. It's going to be perfect for those of you that are looking to add to some of your positions at lower prices. Next year, I think, is going to be the perfect opportunity for you to do so. So in a nutshell, 2023 is going to be packed with active day trading and swing trading opportunities, but also long-term wealth building opportunities, as I believe some of the prices that you're going to see next year on some of these stocks, I don't think you'll ever see them ever again. Because what follows every single bear market in history? A brand new bull market. Bear markets just reset the price valuations. You have recessions. What do recessions do? They reset valuations and they reset the economic cycle. And then every recession is followed by an economic growth and expansion, which is also followed by a bull market in the stock market. And I believe that next year you're going to see that reset. And that's why I think that 2023 is going to be more opportunistic than it was in even 2022. And 2022 was the most opportunity that I've ever seen as an active trader standpoint. Sure, I added in my long-term portfolio this year, but I still have got some cash on the sidelines from when we sold in 2021 that we're going to try to be rolling into and adding to these positions next year. We have a lot to talk about, and we're going to cover all of these things right here on this live stream. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, but now the current co-founder and head trader at True Trading Group. If you still don't know by now, TTG is the fastest growing and highest rated online premium educational platform that is provided for the retail investor and trader today. So if you guys are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, no gimmicks, no special secrets, real education and real training, you guys have come to the right place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here, where myself, other TTG Pro Trader moderators, and special guests drop golden nuggets and give you free lessons and education that can help you guys become better traders and investors immediately. So take a moment, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, make sure you never miss out on these live streams, and share this stream on your own social media so we can make sure we reach out and empower and educate as many retail traders as we possibly can. But why should you care about anything that I have to say? Is it because I have a 100% success rate? No, it's because I did not figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career working at a fund in New York City. It was my very first job right out of college. That is where I learned how to trade. I had to go through a 3-month educational training program where I was taught the right way by professionals. That is how I started my trading career. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. You see, this environment that we find ourselves in right now, and the environment I think we're going to find ourselves in next year, is not new to me. This is the environment that I learned in 2008, the worst stock market crash that most of you have ever seen, the biggest one-year decline that the S&P has ever seen. And we had a recession in 2008. We're talking about one possibly for next year, for 2023. This is that environment. That is the environment that I learned in, and that's also the environment that I thrived in, receiving one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now today, I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group, along with my team of 9 other professional trading moderators and an over 20-person staff. We've helped thousands of traders and investors to learn, trade, and profit consistently. You see, we take university-level trading and investing courses and curriculum, a simplified version of what I learned that I worked at the fund. We combine that with premium stock market tools. We provide mentorship and do workshops on stocks, options, futures, crypto, for all styles of trading. Whether you day trade, you swing trade, or if you're just looking for some long-term investing guidance, we do all of it inside of True Trading Group. Why don't we actually post up the syllabus inside a chat right now? If you guys want to go ahead and take a look and see everything you're going to learn as a member of True Trading Group, we'll post a link in the chat. You can click on it. You'll see you'll see the topics on all the courses that you guys will be getting access to as a member of True Trading Group. But you see that university level of curriculum. We combine that with today's top stock market trading and investing tools that would cost you over $5,000, $6,000 a year if you would pay for them on your own. But these tools are important. Successful traders use them. It gives them more information, therefore helps them make better decisions, therefore increases their chances of success. You should be using these tools too. If you're not, you're getting into a boxing ring blindfolded and one arm tied behind your back because you don't have access to the same information as everybody else. It's no wonder that just you and your Robinhood account are having a hard time, because the professional traders that are out there have access to a hell of a lot more information than what your Robinhood app is going to show you. We know that you need these things. We also know that they're very expensive, and that's a lot of money to ask somebody to put up when they're first getting started. That's why we've spent years building relationships with these companies, Benzinga, Quote Media, Trade Ideas, TradingView, so that we could put their products on our platform at no additional cost to you. You do not need to pay extra for these tools. We have worked out deals to where these products can be on our platform, so you don't have to pay for them. Saves you right there about $5,000 a year. You're also going to get access to 10,000 of the TTG members, the most active, supportive, and helpful and successful community of traders and investors that you're ever going to find. Everyone inside True Trading Group, we're a family. Everyone genuinely gives a damn whether or not you succeed or fail. You're never going to feel like you're out there on an island by yourself. You're one arm's length away from help, no matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter how long you've been a member. And of course, you're going to get access to all of the trade alerts, real-time trade alerts from myself and the other professional trading mods at True Trading Group that collectively as a group have been able to maintain just around an 80% win rate for now going on the last 2 years. So guys, again, if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, share the stream on your own social media. Make sure you reach out, educate, and empower as many retail traders as we possibly can, because 2023 is going to be a year of, I'll tell you what, 2023 is either going to be very good for you or very bad for you. And the people that are going to panic, the people that are going to freak out, the people that are going to listen to the world is ending type of news headlines that you're going to see, those are the people that are going to wait until their portfolio is down 35, 45%, and then they're going to sell it. And everybody else that is prepared and everybody else that understands market dynamics and market cycles and economic cycles are going to be the ones that are going to be actually stepping in. When everyone's saying that the world is going to end, when everyone is telling you, oh, we're going to have never mind a recession, we're going to have a depression. Okay, when everyone else is saying that, the people that actually know what they're doing, the people that have been around the block and have seen this story and this movie play out many, many times before, they're going to be the ones that are going to be stepping in, and they're going to be buying some of the best stocks, some stocks of the best companies in the world. That's what next year really needs to be about. You really have to ask yourself, what side are you going to be on? Because for the last several years, if you have been having a hard time, that's because you have been listening to all of the wrong people. All of the people that told you to diamond hands to the moon. All of the people that told you to hold the line and never sell and stick it to the big guy. All of those people are now nowhere to be found, as the stock positions that you currently hold bags in are down 90, 92%. Meanwhile, 2022 has been the most active year and the most volatile year from a day trading and swing trading standpoint as far as opportunity goes in the market that I've ever seen in 17 years of doing this. Literally. You've had more days where the S&P has gone up or down by more than 2% in a single year than any other year in history. That's the definition of volatility. Volatility equals opportunity. And members of True Trading Group are having some of the best years that they've ever had. Meanwhile, you're holding bags on stocks that are down 90, 92%, or maybe even that are currently halted. You're listening to the wrong people, and you're letting potentially life-changing opportunities just sail right by you. You don't have to take my word for it that members are having some of the best years that they've ever had. Just ask them yourselves. Many of them come on these live streams on a daily basis and support us just like we support them. So whenever you have questions about the membership or are people actually making money, don't ask me, ask members. Type in chat. I'll ask members to do it for you. Members of True Trading Group, do me a favor and type the $ in chat right now. If you guys are making money this year and if you're becoming better traders, I want you to type the $ in chat right now. Just go ahead and type the $ if you're making money and you're becoming better traders this year. When everybody else that refuses to think that, oh, this is a scam and this is a scam, and you only want to listen to people on Reddit and people that tell you to diamond hands to the moon, and you want to let your bias just let you hear what you want to hear. Whenever somebody tells you, nope, that's probably not a good idea to keep holding that stock, you automatically want to attack them and tell them that they're stupid and they don't know what they're talking about. I've been doing this for 17 years, began my career in a hedge fund and received the Trader of the Year award. I think you should think twice before saying that I'm stupid and I don't know what I'm talking about. These people that are typing the $ right now, they're not smarter than you. They don't have more money than you. They don't have more time than you. They have all the same excuses that you have. But yet they're sitting here telling you that they're making money and they're becoming better traders. We are here to make money. You are here to make money. You are on this live stream to try to figure out ways that you can make money. You're on this live stream right now probably because you're getting your ass kicked this year in your 401k or your IRA, or you just opened up your account. You saw that AMC's at $3.84, and you don't even know what to do with yourself. You're still holding on to MMTLP, wondering when that mother of all short squeezes is going to happen, even though the stock doesn't trade under MMTLP anymore. You're still wondering why Clover Health did what Clover Health did. You're wishing upon a star that wish is going to one day give you a short squeeze, praying to God that Nikola one day bounces back and that Virgin Galactic rides you to the moon. It's not going to happen. But meanwhile, you're letting a lot of these other money-making opportunities pass you by. You are listening to the wrong people. If the people that you've been listening to up to this point has not worked for you, are you making money? No. Maybe you need to start trying something different. I expect a lot of the same playbook that worked this year. I expect it to work next year. Short rallies. That's the playbook for next year. Short rallies until an actual recession is confirmed, and then it's time to go shopping. It's time to go shopping when a recession is confirmed, because markets bottom in a recession. You should not be scared of the R word next year. Okay, you should not be scared of the R word. The R word stands for recession. Now, I believe we are going to experience a mild recession. Now, I don't believe you're going to see the whole country go to get into standing bread lines and have to go to soup kitchens, and unemployment's going to go to 20%. No. You have the strongest labor market that you ever had, the most out of balance labor market that you have ever had. Okay. I believe that labor market is far too tight, far too unbalanced to allow for an unemployment number to get all the way up to like a 9.5%, like it did in 2009. But the point that I'm making to you is that even in 2008 and 2009, the worst recession that we have ever had, that's why it's literally titled the Great Recession. That's literally what it was named by the financial community, the Great Recession, because it's the worst recession that we've ever had. Yes, you had a depression back there in the 20s, but it's the worst recession that we have ever had. And the markets bottomed in March of 2009. March of 2009 is when the markets bottomed. 2009, you were still in the heart of the recession. 2010, you were still in the recession, and you had the foreclosure crisis. But the market actually went up 20% in 2009. Went up like another 11 or 12% in 2010. That's because stock markets bottom in recessions, not before them, and certainly not after them. If you wait for the recession to be over and you wait for the economy to then be coming out of the recession to then say, oh, we're no longer in a recession, now it's time to buy, you are going to miss out on tremendous buying opportunities in your long-term portfolio in the next wave of unicorns. I want to make sure the content of this live stream is geared around you guys. In order to do that, I want to know who on here is not a member of True Trading Group so that I know how to tailor the content of this live stream. So do me a favor right now and just type the letter TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group right now on this live stream. Literally, if you're not a member, just type TTG so I can see how many people that we have on here that are not members of the TTG family. Antoine says, I actually sold AMC just to become a member of this family. Good for you, man. Good for you. Jonathan Wilson, welcome back. Sri Sharan, how are you? Aaron Davidson, what's up? Sam Raroletto. Good, guys. We got a handful of new faces that are with us here. Oh, Andrew is a trial member. Andrew, what's up, buddy? How are you? I see what you did there, Shorting Cental. I see what you did there. You're cool, guys. Very good. Don, Oleg. Aros, welcome back. A usual. our usual members. All right, guys. So welcome all of you that are typing TTG right now inside of chat. It lets me know that we have a lot of new faces that are with us here today. So like I was saying about 2023, these are the type of opportunities that are going to be in front of you next year. And we have not had a recession in a very long time. And 2020 technically was a recession, but I don't really consider it a real recession. It was just a blip in the radar. The markets went down. You had the economy, which obviously went into a recession because the economy shut down. So obviously there's going to be no economic productivity, and that's going to give you negative GDP, of course. But you had then the endless amounts of trillions of dollars of stimulus that would just rain down upon you from both the Federal Reserve, but then also from Congress. And that is what has led us. Obviously, now you're in the inflationary environment that you find yourselves in today, and the markets went back to all-time highs within 6 months of us dropping down 35% during the COVID crash. The market shot right back up to all-time highs within 6 months. Now, I bought a tremendous amount of stuff in 2020. 2020 was, for me, the best wealth building opportunity of my career, because when 2008 happened, I was in my early 20s. I didn't have the money then that I have now to really take advantage of that massive sell-off that you saw in 2008 into 2009. I didn't have the kind of money on the sidelines where I can just go in and start buying a ton of stuff. So when 2020 happened, I was screaming from the rooftops. It was, March and April of 2020. I was telling people that this is that I'm buying everything I can get my hands on. It was the best wealth building opportunity that I've ever seen. And it turned out to be the best investment decision of my life. I mean, you look back at what the market did from 2020 to where it is today. I mean, even after the sell-off that you've experienced this year, I mean, right here is where I was buying in my long-term portfolio. And you take a look at just where the SPY is now today, even after the big sell-off that you've experienced this year. And you take a look at some of the stocks, some of the stocks that I had added to down here. It's unbelievable. But full disclosure, as many of you know, if you've been following my live stream for a while, the stuff that I bought back here in 2020, okay, I sold out of right here in 2021. Okay. And for the first time in my investing career, I was actually liquidating positions in my portfolio, raising a tremendous amount of cash. And for the first time, I was no longer overweight the technology sector. So that was a pretty big deal for me. So that turned out to be the best investment decision that I've ever made. Now, there's a lot of people that are on this live stream, okay, that maybe missed out on that opportunity, that did not know any better during that time to be able to invest and take advantage of that opportunity, right? Many of you did not know. Many of you thought the world was ending. There was a zombie apocalypse. The markets were crashing. You thought it was not a good time to be in the markets. A lot of people did not take advantage of this. And even worse, some people panicked and sold during this, and they ended up missing out on what was one of the best bull markets that I've ever seen in my entire life. Guys, we got about 200 likes with 800 people watching this live stream currently. I want to get us to 500 likes and 500 shares. Let's get us to 500 likes and 500 shares on this live stream before I continue here. I want to get us to 500 likes. 800 people watching. We got 200 likes. Get us to 500 likes, guys. Smash that like button. Turn that thumb blue. 407 now. Let's go. All right, so almost up to 500 likes, and I want to get us to 500 shares as well. So make sure you guys share this live stream on your own social media. Let's reach out, educate, and empower as many retail traders and investors as we possibly can. All right, so click that share button, folks. Click that share button. So the point that I'm making is this was like that little blip in the radar type of recession, right? Where I don't even really consider it a real recession. The last time you had a real recession, we got to go all the way back to 2008 and 2009. And prior to that, it was the dot-com bubble in the early 2000s, 2001, 2002. Those are the last times you had recessions. And then prior to that, you got to go back really to, the early 80s. We had that double dip recession. You had a little hiccup there in the early 90s as well. But the point is that you don't get these recessionary environments very often. All right. They don't last very long. They typically last anywhere from like 1 to 3 years, depending on the severity of the recession. But the bull markets last 5, 7, 9, 10 years. So when you do get those recessionary environments, you got to take advantage of them. You got to be able to say to yourself, okay, I'm going to be selling ahead of this if you see it coming, which is what we did in 2021, right? We sold out of a lot of our positions, raised a boatload of cash. Now in 2022, in comes the bear market. We start adding back to our positions, still have cash on the sidelines. Now 2023, we look to see, do we get the recession? And if that recession hits, which I believe that it will, I just believe it's going to be a mild recession, not something like as severe as you had in 2008, 2009. And the average decline of the S&P in a recession is about 30, 35%, right? Right now, the S&P is down around 19% or so, 19 or 20% or so for 2022. So now if that's the case, that means you still have another 15% of downside from here before you get to a level where the SPY has fallen the average decline of a typical run-of-the-mill recession. Now, when you have severe recessions, you're looking at a 50% decline, which is what happened in 2008, 2009, and what happened in the dot-com bubble, right? Those are severe recessions. And the S&P went down about 50%, between 50 and 55%. Those are severe recessions, okay? Again, I don't think we're going to have a severe recession, which means once you get down into that, hey, the S&P is down around 35% or so, that's when you really got to start busting out the shopping list and you got to start scooping up some companies. Because after every single bear market, a bull market has followed. Bear markets don't last very long. The typical duration of a bear market is, just over a year. The typical duration of a bull market is several years. You've actually only had a handful of times in history, okay, where the market was down for 2 consecutive years. For 2 consecutive years, the chances, the probability of the stock market going down for 2 consecutive years is 9%. 9%. Even after 2008, remember the Great Recession, the market was green in 2009. So you've got to go all the way back to 2001 and 2002, which was the dot-com bubble and 9/11, in order for the stock market to have gone down for 2 consecutive back-to-back years. Now, does that mean it's not possible? Of course, that doesn't mean that it's not possible. But the probability is 9%. 9% probability that the stock market is red next year. Now, in order for it to be red next year, does that mean I don't think the market's going to go down further? Of course not. I do think the market's going to go down further. But I believe that the markets will go down in the first half of the year, try to stabilize, and then start to bounce back at the end of the year and probably finish the year next year maybe very slightly in the green. Similar to what you saw in 2009. And I'll take you guys all back to 2009 just so you can see the price action to remind you of what transpired. This is 2008, the worst recession that we have ever had in our history. It is also the single worst decline in S&P 500 history for 1 year, down 38%. Okay, down 38% in 1 year. Now, what happened in 2009? The market went lower in the very beginning of the year. You can see we sold off even further in the beginning of 2009. So does that mean that the markets were down another 15 or 20% in 2009 in March? But then once the markets bottomed, you see how the market rallied itself all the way back up and actually finished 2009 up 20%. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that. Okay? A lot of people don't know that the markets were up 20% in 2009. Now, a lot of people say, how can that possibly be? It was the Great Recession. Unemployment was 9.5% in 2009. You were about to have the foreclosure crisis. That was 2010. That was literally right here. Now, these are weekly candles. Okay, these are weekly candles, right? There's your foreclosure crisis. Lasted a few months. And then what did the markets do? Oh, the markets recovered. Why? Because the market will always see into the future. The market does not trade at where the economy is today. It trades at where the economy is going to be. So when the markets bottomed in 2009, you were green in 2009. You were green in 2010. And it would, before you knew it, here you go. You're right back up to all-time highs. There's your all-time highs. And just a couple years later, you're back to all-time highs. The point that I'm getting at here, folks, is that if you had a clear head in 2008 and you had money on the sidelines, okay? If you had a clear head and you had money on the sidelines and you were able to invest during 2008, during that crash, look at what you were able to capitalize on. But instead, people say, oh, the market's down, we're in a recession, therefore it's not a good time to invest in the stock market, right? Not a good time to invest in the stock market. People wait until you get back to your all-time highs to say, now's a good time to invest in the stock market. Now, at that time, yes, it would have been a great time to invest in the stock market, right? But look at the prices that you're buying versus the prices that you could have been buying. And you're not always going to just go right up to all-time highs like that, because don't forget, interest rates were zero during this time period. Interest rates are not going to be zero for an extremely long period of time from now. Interest rates are going to stay at an elevated level. You're not going to have a 0% Fed funds rate in 2024, in 2025. The Fed funds rate will probably be real rates +1. Real rates +1 puts you at, if inflation comes back to 2%, then Fed funds rate will be 3%. If inflation comes back to 2.5, Fed funds rate's 3.5. And now that's going to, I don't think you're going to see the type of bull market action that you saw when interest rates were zero. Okay. But the point is, folks, is that you take advantage of the reset in asset valuations, because that's what recessions do. Recessions reset the value of all of these stocks. Okay. It resets the value of all of these stocks. And that's what you want. Valuations of these stocks in 2021 made absolutely no sense whatsoever. None. Zero. When you're talking about companies that do not earn $1 in profit, that are trading at hundreds of billions of dollars in valuation, made no sense whatsoever. All those valuations need to come down. You want them to come down. Do you not want to own any of these companies? Like, do you not want to invest in any of these companies? So therefore, you should want them at cheaper prices. Now, this is very easy for me to say this because I'm sitting with a ton of cash on the sideline, and I very publicly announced that I was selling my long-term portfolio in September and October of 2021. I understand that people that maybe did not do that and probably bought in 2021 and are now down money probably feel very differently about the things that I am saying, and you're probably feeling very differently about the situation that you're in, and you probably are not praying for a crash in 2023. I am praying for a crash in 2023, but then that takes me right back to, who have you been listening to this entire time? Have you been listening to somebody that just has a blue check mark or has a big following on Twitter, or someone that has, some message board on Reddit, but has never done this professionally a day in their life, but they just tell you to diamond hand to the moon, and you listen to that person because you're looking for that confirmation bias? Or are you listening to people that have been through this, have seen many different market cycles, bull markets, bear markets, recessions, and growth expansions alike, and are able to act upon real information and real analysis? Again, I'm not going to be right 100% of the time, but I've been doing this for a long time here, guys. And I bet every single person that feels like crap today with their portfolios down 20, 30, 40% this year, you'd feel very different if you dumped your tech stocks in September and October of 2021, when I came on this live stream repeatedly over and over and over and said, guys, I am selling. I am selling. I am selling. I am selling. I expect a crash next year. I am selling. For the first time in a decade, I am selling. That was a very big deal for me to come out and actually say, I am selling. When I called my manager at JP Morgan Wealth Management, because that's where I have a lot of my long-term portfolios, I was like, all right, man, it's time to sell. He was like, what? Because he'd never heard me say that before. That was a very big deal when I did that. I've added some of that money back into the markets, 3,800 on the S&P and 3,600 on the S&P, but I didn't buy the S&P. I bought individual stocks. I bought individual stocks in June that are recession resilient, and those stocks are sitting up at all-time highs. You take a look at General Mills. That's a stock that I bought in June. Pepsi, that's a stock that I bought in June. Right? These are the type of names you want to be owning going into a recessionary type of environment. Now, I was expecting a recessionary type of environment, which is why in June, when the markets totally just crapped the bed, okay, and pessimism got so high, I was like, okay, now I'm going to start buying the recession resilient names. And that's what I did. So now my portfolio is locked and loaded with consumer staple stocks, with energy stocks that are all up 40, 50% this year, even though the market's down. That's the stuff you should have been buying. Not MMTLP, not, Wish or Clover. You're literally letting these opportunities just fly right by you by getting stuck in the garbage. Get out of the dumpster. That stuff is the dumpster. There is so much opportunity that has been there this year and is going to be there next year. But if you are completely consumed with the next MOASS, you're going to miss all of it. You're either going to miss it because you're focused on something like a CEI, or you just have no money left because all of your money is in AMC from $45 and it's at $380. And now you don't have the capital to actually take advantage of these opportunities. That would be the bad news. The good news is you have time. If I'm right, I'm not going to be adding to my long-term portfolio until the second quarter of next year, which means you have several months to get your shit together. Everybody's talking about, recession. There's people on this live stream that are like, oh yeah, but you're comparing it to 2009, but this is so much worse, and this, and interest rates that, and the Fed this, and inflation that, and TARP program this. So you already know that the markets are going to go down. Are you preparing for it? What are you doing to prepare for it? Do you have a shopping list of stocks that you're going to buy? Do you know the prices that you want to buy them at? Do you know what stocks are going to perform better than others? Do you have that type of education? Or are you listening to somebody tell you that it's a scam about FINRA and the SEC halting MMTLP? Is that the story that you're focusing on? Or are you focusing on what is going to be the next unicorn? What's going to be the next company that over the next 10 years is going to give you a 10,000% return like Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, and Google did? What's going to be the next wave of those companies? Because it ain't going to be Apple. It ain't going to be Microsoft. It ain't going to be Alphabet. Those stocks are not going to give you a 2,000, 5,000% gain. Not from the prices that they're currently at. 10 years ago, yeah. But what's the next wave of unicorns? Do you know what those companies are? I mean, listen, I don't know what those companies are, but I have the list of companies that I think are going to give me 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000% gains over the next decade. I know what those companies are. They're on my shopping list. One of them is Snowflake. I've been very vocal about that. I love Snowflake. Snowflake to me is one of those companies. Snowflake to me is one of the companies that I'm going to be able to buy next. Now, I already bought it this year. Full disclosure, I bought it just around $117 a share. I bought my first piece of Snowflake this year. I'll actually show you guys. It was the same day that I bought all the recession resilient names because I wanted to grab some. Right there at around $116, $117 a share, I bought a piece of Snowflake. I am praying that Snowflake goes lower next year so that I can buy a crap ton more, because I believe that this stock in the next few years is back to 500. And then over the 5 years after that to 1,000. And then it does a forward split. And it goes from 1,000 down to 200. And it goes from 200 up to 350. And then from 350, it does another reverse split, goes back down to 100. And from 100, it goes back to 150. That's the type of stock that I think that this can be. That's where I'm planning on building wealth over the next 10 years. And companies like this, those are the opportunities that you're going to have next year. The reset, the valuation reset. That is what I'm excited for next year. Snowflake is still an expensive stock. It's a high growth stock. It's still expensive. I hope it goes lower because I don't own nearly enough of what I want to own. Now I'm up. I bought it at like 116, 117. Stock's at 139. Big deal. I don't care that it's at 139. I want the stock to go to 80 so I can buy more because I think the stock goes to 500. Okay. This is what I am getting excited for next year. Because for the first time in my investing career, I have a lot of money to take advantage of a recession. The last time we had a real recession was 2008, and I was in my early 20s. I didn't have the money that I have now. Now, I can take advantage in a much bigger way, like I did in 2020, from the depressed valuations and the depressed stock prices that I believe you're going to see next year. You have to be able to learn how to take advantage of this. This is the stuff that we will teach you in True Trading Group. We will teach you how to make money on the way down, learn how to short, learn how to buy put options. That's how you make money on the way down. Understand how inverse ETFs work. Understand all the different ways that are out there that can help you actually generate income while the markets move to the downside. Learn that. That's what we will teach you. And then when the dust settles, as the dust always does settle, the stock market's not going down 80%. Okay. We're not all going to have to live in the woods and learn how to make a fire with 2 sticks. I'll be on a live stream 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. And guess what? We all would have made it. We're all going to survive. Mankind is going to exist. The world is going to continue on. Your iPhone is still going to work, and you're still going to go to Apple. You're still going to buy a new iPhone. You're still going to search on Google to answer all of your questions. You're still going to go to Amazon to order all your stuff. You're going to go to Starbucks when you want coffee. When you want lunch, you're still going to go to Chipotle. All of these things are still going to happen a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. The question is, what valuation are you going to be paying for those companies? That's the stock market. How do you make money in the stock market? Very simple, right? I mean, buy low, sell high, as everybody says, right? That's the idea. Buy low, sell high, not sell low and then buy high. But that's what retail investors do over and over again in an endless cycle, and why they keep telling you that the stock market's a scam. Stock market's not a scam. It's the greatest wealth building opportunity that you'll ever find in your entire life, if you know what you're doing. Instead, people focus on the casino aspect of the stock market. And if you're going to focus on the casino aspect of the stock market, then you need to expect casino type results. I've been listening to Atlas, my mistake. Why should I trust you or anyone here again? Took huge beating on CEI. I am so terribly sorry that you took a huge beating on CEI and you listened to Atlas. Those guys are all going to prison now. Those guys were telling you to buy more. Those guys were telling you diamond hands. Those guys were telling you the stock was going to go to 100 or whatever it was. Meanwhile, they were selling. They were selling. Is it all rigged? It feels like it. It's not all rigged. You're listening. You just were listening to scammers. I made 75K. I make 75K a year and I lost 50K on CEI. Oh my God. Ash, I feel so terrible, man. I feel so terrible. But this is the stuff that pisses me off till no end. Innocent, hardworking people that are getting taken advantage of by complete BS scam artists that have no professional background whatsoever. They just feed you a bill of goods. They convince you that they've got this special situation or this special secret that's going to allow you to change your life overnight in one trade. You're not going to change your life overnight in one trade, but you can change your life by making the right decisions when it comes to the stock market. Ask members of True Trading Group. True Trading Group members, Has the education that you have learned during True Trading Group helped change your life? If the answer is yes, type the number 1 in chat right now. Has True Trading Group and the education that you have learned changed your life in a positive way? Type the number 1 in chat if that answer is true. Because the stock market has the potential to change your life. Just look at how many people are going to type the number 1. This is why, Ash, this is why you should listen. Not because I'm telling you you should listen, because these people are telling you that you should listen. I am sick. I'm not going to curse. I get kind of emotional when I talk about this stuff. I'm not going to curse. It's a family show, and there's a lot of people that have their kids running around. I get so damn sick and tired day after day reading the nonsense that is on social media. People that are innocent, hardworking people that are just looking to get ahead in life. They're just trying to make more money. They're trying to pay for their kids' college. They're trying to pay off their house. They're trying to pay for medical bills. They're trying to, they're a single parent trying to make ends meet with inflation high as hell. Like, I see it every day. And those people are preyed upon by scam artists like that because they sell you a dream of this stock is going to go from 10 cents to $100. You're going to make $1 million and you're never going to have to work another day in your life. That's what they tell you. It is BS. The market's not rigged. But when you listen and follow complete manipulators and scam artists that lie right to your face, they tell you to buy, meanwhile they are selling. Yes, that system is rigged. If you listen to those type of people, then you are going to fail. It's the reason why most of you that are on this live stream that are probably down on the year, you're probably down on the year because you're holding any of the following: CEI, MMTLP, AMC, Wish, Clover, NIO, NKLA, GNUS. Do I need to keep going? Bed Bath and Beyond. Most people that are red on the year, probably because those are the stocks that you own. There's not a single professional asset money manager that would ever tell you, yeah, you should buy those stocks. And you should buy them and you should hold them. Hold them diamond hands. Every single professional that actually makes money on a regular basis in the stock market would tell you those stocks are nothing more than a trade. Trade them. You want to trade them up. You want to trade them down. Trade them. Don't invest in them. They're terrible companies. Don't invest in them. Don't hold on to them. Any professional will tell you that. But that's not what people wanted to hear. Funds too don't care when they invest your retirement money, red or green. That's one reason I left. Totally cookie cutter portfolios. Better to control yourself with TTG. Yeah. I mean, listen, depends on where you go. Depends on where you go. Like, I mean, I like my guys at JP Morgan's wealth management division. It really just depends on where you go. If they've got cookie cutter portfolios and they don't really necessarily care. I guess it all depends, right, on where you go. But instead of just letting somebody else control your entire financial future, why don't you get educated in it? Do you realize how important your financial future is? You have people on this live stream, they spend more time researching fantasy football analysis than they do their long-term portfolio. You realize how stupid that is? You will spend hours upon hours upon hours researching what defense has an opening or has a softness against receivers, and this receiver's out, he's hurt, so this guy's going to get some more playing time, and he's fast, or this is a tall receiver, and their safeties are short, so therefore he might get a jump ball to score a touchdown in the end zone, so I'm going to start this guy. You'll spend hours doing that research when your fantasy football league might win you $500. Don't you think your financial future is more important than fantasy football? Don't you think you should know more about your financial future than you do fantasy football? I certainly think you should. Not to say fantasy football is not fun or you want to do that, do whatever it is that you want to do. But there's other things in life that are far more important that are not taken seriously enough. And if you treat your financial future like a casino, you should expect casino-like results. And I don't know about you, my luck at the casino ain't all that great. But I'm not here for the casino. I'm here for the real thing. I'm here to make money. I'm here to build wealth. And I would assume that's why you're here too. You have to make the right decisions. I got an email today. I did not get scammed by anyone, but I did buy the top on a lot of stocks and considering selling to join. Honestly, harsh. Listen, I'm not sure what you bought. Some of the stocks you bought, you probably should sell. Some of the stocks you bought, you probably should hang on to. I don't know the ones that you bought. What I do know is if you can sell a couple of stocks and join True Trading Group, in my opinion, that's a very smart decision. Members of True Trading Group would probably assume the same. I'm down almost $800,000 in JetBlue. I still own over 80,000 stocks at $698 after averaging. Any comments on JetBlue? Nico, that is a massive position on JetBlue. I don't know. I'm just wondering why you have such a huge position in one stock. My first piece of advice to you would be, it would be for you to, and you're not down you can't be down 800,000 if you own 80,000 shares at 698. The stock's at 625. So, I mean, you'd be down like $60,000, not $800,000. So if you own 80,000 shares at 698, it's impossible for you to be down 800,000. You'd be down about $60,000 right now. But the first thing that I would tell you is to, you should be diversifying your portfolio more. Like if you really like the airlines, don't just own one airline, own three. That's what I like to do. So if I said, hey, I really like the airlines, let me go and buy airlines. I would buy United, Delta, and, JetBlue, something like that. I'd like spread it out. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's my first piece of advice to you. So whatever sector you like if, hey, I really like the energy sector. I like oil. Okay, so then buy 3 stocks. Buy Oxy, buy Chevron, and buy Exxon. Spread your money out. Don't put it all in one basket. Because if you happen to buy the wrong one, like JetBlue, which had its issues with the whole merger and acquisition thing with, was it Frontier or something like that? I forgot what it was. Then you're in a problem like you are in JetBlue. Meanwhile, you have something like United Airlines that's actually holding up much, much, much better than a JetBlue. Right, it's holding up much better than a JetBlue. Now, if your average is 698, I mean, I think you're fine. I think you're right. I do think the stock goes lower though first, but it just depends on what your time horizon is. I mean, you have a ton of support down there around $4. You have a lot of support at $6 also. If you get a little bounce on this, honestly, like if this thing bounces back up to your average. If it was me, which it is not, it's your money, you do what you want with it. But if it was me and I had 80,000 shares at 698, this thing bounced back to 7. If you like the airlines, I would cut that position by 75%, and I would take some of that cash and I would drop it into, United Airlines or Delta Airlines, or I'd buy the Jets ETF, JETS. This is a global airline ETF. So it gives you exposure to all the global airlines. I would just go and buy that if you really like the airline sector. I know you get a lot when you join TTG. Would you mind listing the tools you get when you join, please? Yeah. Actually, Adam, you want to come on, Adam, and just help me kind of give a quick rundown of the tools and stuff that you get with the membership?
Sure. Is there something up with? Oh, I see it.
Yeah, you got a member that just asked.
Yeah, no. Joe. Yeah, I see that Joe's having an issue. All right, cool. No worries.
Yeah, guys, just for those that don't know, this handsome old devil underneath me. This is Adam. He's my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group.
Are you not wondering why I'm not on a flight right now?
I actually was wondering why you're not on a plane right now, but I just assumed it was not something that would make you feel good or happy, so I didn't ask.
My flight was canceled, so my 11-year wedding anniversary is up in the air right now.
Yeah, you and like a million other a million other flights that have been canceled over the last couple of days, man. It's been crazy the amount of flights that have been canceled.
All right, so Chrissy, wake up. Sorry. Yeah, no problem. Give me a sec. I'm pulling it up right now. All right, so this is true. I'm going to just move Chrissy's comment.
Mm-hmm.
And what about this? Does this work? No. All right, we'll just leave it like this. Okay, so what you're looking at right now is the True Trading Group dashboard. I'll run through this pretty quick. You do get access to a tremendous amount of tools when you sign up for True Trading Group. This is, for those that are new traders, this may be a little overwhelming. But for those that are not new, I can assure you, and they can assure you, that everything we're about to show you, whether they're a member or not, this is stuff you're all going to need. That's why we went out and got it. True Trading Group is an actual platform. It's not just courses, a chat room, and alerts. So this is your dashboard. Included in your membership is real-time data from QuoteStream or Quote Media that literally powers all the real-time tools that you have on your desktop. So that includes a list of top gainers, top losers, all of which is real-time streaming tick for tick during the day. Then, during the day, you obviously have your watch lists that are published, right? Those watch lists, Mike, did you mention we do many different styles of trading?
Yeah, so I've been telling everybody that, because there's 9 professional traders in chat with you, so there's all different trading styles. You have day trades, swing trades, stocks, options, every day inside True Trading Group.
So every day we publish multiple watch lists. There's 9 other trading mods in chat. So we have our main watch list. We have a watch list from Geo, who's one of our trading mods, who was a former market maker at Deutsche Bank, right?
Yep.
Which covers options, trades, ideas, and scalping just for the SPY. We then have a watch list dedicated to swing trading, a watch list dedicated to options of all levels, advanced options watch list, and we also have a watch list that comes out. It's the top 3 things to watch today. Okay. Aside from that, you get access to all the courses. Joe, if you can post the syllabus, it's 22 course curriculum. Each course has chapters, lessons, and exams. When you pass all of it, you become TTG certified. You also get access to TradingView's premium charting software. Everything's accessible through your dashboard. Nothing I'm going to show you is an extra cost. All courses, all tools included in your membership. So right here, this is our new traders workspace, right? This is super cool. What this allows you to do is, I don't know how many of you use Thinkorswim. I'm sure a lot of you do, but you have TradingView's Pro charting. Okay, so all of this is real-time tick for tick data. So that includes pre-market and after hours as well. You have every indicator, everything else, but what you also have is see it just ticked. So all tick for tick data. You can create your own watch lists. You get all access to the news within it. Now, you can also do a 2-chart layout, a 4-chart layout. As you can see, this is super quick. A full 6-chart layout. And of course, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and you can link it. If you've ever used Thinkorswim, you'll recognize what this is right away. All widgets can be linked to one another. So the other thing you can do is if I want to get rid of everything here and I want to bring up a chart, right? Let's bring up a chart of Apple. And then I want to bring up the news. I brought up notes. I want to bring up the news for Apple. You can see I could rearrange this however I want, but you know what? I'm going to bring my news over here because what I'd like to do is bring in a place for me to take notes on Apple. Now, and what's amazing about this is that you can actually save this by going to your templates and clicking Save Layout, and you can say Apple Test and then Save. What this does is if I go back to a 2-chart layout or a 1-chart layout, and then I want to go back to what I just saved, everything that I have is there. Okay? So this is a really awesome tool. The other thing you get access to is Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, which is right here. Let me turn dark mode on because I'm a giant nerd. It's a $1,400 tool that Benzinga sells. And essentially what this is real-time news that you're going to get it before Yahoo Finance gets it. The second it crosses the wire, you could set alerts, and you can also turn on your squawk, and there's somebody there to literally read you the news throughout the day. And you can go back and forth between your charts and your chat and everything else, right? Next up, you have our stock profile tool. For anyone that does long-term due diligence or long-term investing like Mike is talking about, what's really cool about this tool right here is not the fact that you get all the general info, you can get that anywhere. What's really cool about this is that you get access to all SEC filings and corporate financial reports right on your dashboard. Annual reports, quarterlies, proxies, insider transactions, 8Ks, registration statements, comment letters, since inception of any company. You also get 5 years worth of price history, a full list of real-time corporate events, complete financials of any company separated by balance sheet, cash flow, annual and quarterly, and of course, real-time cumulative analyst ratings for any stock in North America. And if you want, you can also download these into a real-time PDF. The whole process takes less than 10 seconds, as you can see here. And then what transpires here is you get a full PDF of everything that you were looking at, which will update when you open it, which includes analyst ratings in it as well. You can save these to your desktop and come back to it at any time. Next up, we have, for those that trade options, we have real-time unusual options data and options flow, as well as real-time dark pool data and real-time short interest, okay, for any stock. So right here, this is the SPY. We have a full, so if you've ever used unusual whales, this is the same exact data feed from CBOE. You get full access to it. Everything is included. All of it is in real time. These will show you the dark pool prints right here, everything. All of this is included in real time. There is no delayed data. It is all included. It is not an intro to any of these tools or like a sampling of them. It is the full versions of these things. This is part of what makes True Trading Group different, is that we went out to these companies and struck deals with them to do this, to be able to offer it. Next up, we have, of course, our options profit calculator. This is also real time and really great for anyone. Short data. I know everyone's interested in, how much of this stock is short, so on and so forth. High float, short percentage, high short volume, and high fee stocks. Your high fee stocks are going to be, what is the fee rate to short against them? So you can check that here throughout multiple brokerage accounts. All right. We also have this separated in a stock insight tool. So you can see the daily flow inside of any stock. We also have dark pool flow that you have access to. And then, of course, TradingView will show you on the charts here where the prints are. Okay. You can also separate this by sector. And everything is in real time. Okay. And for those that trade crypto, we have real-time crypto flow, unusual crypto flow, and unusual crypto data. So if you click here, it will show you. But what's really cool is you guys see this right here. Side, if you're into crypto, it's going to go through every single platform and give you the information from every single platform. Okay, so there you go. Next, we have our trading simulator. So the trading simulator that we use is from a company called ETNA. ETNA, if you've never heard of them, that's all right. But what they do is they provide the actual trading simulator to California State University, Fullerton, University of Wisconsin, Whitewater, Berkeley Haas, and Illinois Tech. That's what they do. They provide the simulator to these what do you call it? To these schools. So that way, what happens is the students can learn how to trade using their simulator. You guys get full access to this simulator. All of it is real time. And with that simulator, you get full book real-time level 2. This is super important. And again, this is all from Quote Media and Quote Stream is where all of this is provided by. When you sign up for True Trading Group, you get full access to this for your entire year. This is not like some intro and then you have to pay money for it. But as you can see, this is after hours data in the SPY right now. You're getting full book value, full book level 2, right? And you can have as much as you want in there. Next up, we have our own scanner. We have our own scanner in here, so you can make and create your own scans. You can give it a name, select the signal, select the exchange, market index, sector, industry, country, market cap, dividend, short float, analyst recommendation, options, all of it. And then when you create your scans, they populate in a list here for you. So we can use this one that I made a test of. And they're all right here. This will update real time, tick for tick during the day. As you can see here, this will tell you if it's shortable, is it optionable, what's the short ratio, short float, shares short overall, or I'm sorry, shares, how many shares are in the float. And then if you want more information on any of these companies, you can just simply click it, and that will obviously take you right to our stock profile. And then, of course, what we have here is our full transparency. At True Trading Group, for anyone that's been a member of another group before, what you should know is that one of the biggest things in trading groups or anywhere else is the ability to be transparent, and we are. We have everyone's win rate from July 16th, 2020. And obviously, this is not enough to be transparent, right? So what we do is every day, the mods will give us the the records of the trading from their brokers, and we upload it on our website. So I will click on Mike down here, and all members have access to this. It's updated every single day. Just give it a second to load. So today's has not been uploaded yet, but it will be. What you'll see is the date, symbol, alert time, alert type, long or short, call or put, option expiration, strike price, entry price, stop loss, exit price, alert type if they're getting out of it, time. And then what you'll also see is for every single trade, the wins, the losses, the break evens, notes next to it, what each trade was, everything. And you have this for literally you could spend a very long time sitting here analyzing all of it. We have it for each of our moderators because we are exceptionally transparent. And we even give our trial members access to this so that they can go and look at it. All right. Then, of course, we have the courses and, Joe, if you want to post the curriculum to the courses again, all of our courses are there. So there is quite a bit that you're getting with True Trading Group. And this is really just the surface stuff. We also have our mobile app. And for anyone that's on the go or really can't sit and chat all day, because True Trading Group was not meant for people to stay in it all day and have no jobs or no lives with it. It was meant for you to be able to go in there and utilize the app. And I don't know, Mike, I'm drawing a blank, but you get what I'm trying to say if you want to follow up.
Yeah. So you guys can use the mobile app so that even if you're not in front of your computer during the day, you guys could still follow along with everything that we're doing during the day, right?
So that was a little long-winded, but that is what you get with True Trading Group. That is what you get. Those are the primary tools. There's also like 450 hours of video content. There's live workshops being done all the time. And there's a community of over 10,500 people. So that's what you get, Chrissy. Hopefully, I think I talked for like 10 minutes. That's fine. It's not that bad. All right, Mike, you're up. Sorry.
That's all right. So now you guys have a full understanding of everything that we have inside of True Trading Group. I will, get to how many people do we have on the live stream right now. Again, type TTG if you're not a member of True Trading Group, but I want to see who we have that's on here. That's not a member. Just type TTG. Oh, way to go, Jim. Jim says, I just joined yesterday. Totally amazing with everything that you get. Yes. We truly are a platform, guys. It's not, we don't just say a platform and you did Discord chat. It's truly a platform. I told you we spent years building relationships with those companies to put those products on our platform. You got Trinidad Scorpion. You've got Don, Brian, Jonathan, Bill. Ball says soon. Good, guys. So we got a lot of new faces that are here with us today on the live stream. Listen up. Here's what I am doing. Okay. Changing frames. Also, another one. Let's see. One very soon says Nico. John, what's up? Amunet. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I feel like I'm not. First time watching. Welcome. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, men. Paros, welcome. I'm an experienced trader who wants to add to my toolbox. I don't like to follow, so this includes lessons on your methods. Yes, Jim Lee. So, Jim, we have, just to understand, we have members in True Trading Group that have never traded a stock or an option a day in their life, and then we have people that have been doing this for 20 years. We have former market makers that are part of True Trading Group. We have asset managers that manage money for high net worth individuals. We have 20 plus year experienced stockbrokers with Morgan Stanley and Merrill Lynch. We have licensed financial professionals from the US, from Canada, from London, and then everything in between. So, and everything in between. Okay. So to answer your question, yes. All right. So if you don't just, I always tell people that the best way that you're going to realize your maximum true potential was for people to actually be able to find and identify their own trade ideas. So if you're not looking to follow, then you'll be in good shape. You'll get all the trade alerts if you want, but then again, you get all the teachings on all the different methods from the different moderators. We all have different styles: day trading, swing trading, stocks, options, simple options, complex multi-leg option strategies, etc. Okay. Chrissy Short Sock says, I'm off 200 from the 1207. You know what, Chrissy? This actually brings me to, so Chrissy says I'm off $200 from the 1207 for the price of the membership, which actually brings me to something that I was going to say anyway. So Chrissy, don't even worry about it, because I had a conversation today with a trial member, and it was just a really heartfelt story with this trial member. Single mom, lost their husband and father of their kids, and just trying to keep themselves kind of in a better position going into 2023, and the cost of everything rising, just without giving you guys the emotional stuff, because I actually got pretty emotional having the conversation today. So without giving you all of that, we I gave this trial member the membership for the old holiday sale price that we were running previously for the $1,000. The price is $1,207 right now, but I gave that person the membership today for $1,000. So I think it's only right that I just do that for everybody going into the end of the year. And I had a conversation with Adam about this. I know, guys. I don't know. I got a soft spot. I got a soft spot. It was such an emotional story. I just respect the hell out of people. Some people are just so damn, I don't know. They're just brave. They're just, hardworking and determined and have their priorities right. And I don't know, the person touched me today. And the price is $1,207. After New Year's in 2023, True Trading was moving to a 2-pay system. The price of our membership will be over $2,000, and the way that it'll work is you'll pay $1,000 when you join, and then 6 months later you'll pay another $1,000. That's the 2-pay system that True Trading Group is going to be for 2023. And right today the price was $1,207, and I gave it to that trial member for $1,000. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to extend that exact same deal. It's only right to every person that's on this live stream here today that if you guys want to be joining the True Trading Group community for the $1,000 price point, save yourself the $207. I gave it to that person. It's only right that I give it to everybody. So the people that go to True Trading Group, that join True Trading Group by going to ttgoffer.com and entering the coupon code TTG121. You'll click apply code. You have to manually enter TTG121. You have to manually enter that coupon code. Okay. You'll click apply code. The price will then drop to $1,000. Okay. What Adam and I have decided to do here is just leave this open. We have a target that we want to hit for new members before the end of the year. We're going to leave this open for the next 50 people that join True Trading Group, or January 2nd at midnight, whatever comes first. Okay? Because after January 2nd at midnight, as you get into January 3rd, we will be at the 2-pay system. You pay $1,000 up front. You pay $1,000 6 months from now, or 6 months from the day that you join. That's the membership structure starting on January 3rd. So what we're going to do here is the next 50 people, or January 2nd at midnight, whichever comes first, go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price will drop to $1,000. That will include a brand new free laptop. We cover the shipping on the laptop. Use it to trade with, use it for work, give it to your kid for school, whatever you want to do with it. Sell it on eBay, put the money back in your trading account. Whatever you want to do with it, it's yours. It's going to include all of the courses, beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it. We've got all of it. It's a simplified version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. And you guys get access to all of the tools that Adam just shows you, right? Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, Trading Views charting system, the Trade Ideas scanner, a simulator from ET&A, dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, analyst ratings, insider buying, insider selling, short data, social sentiment scanners, a journal. All of these things are included when you guys join for the $1,000. You do not need to pay $1 extra for any of those tools or resources. There are no upsells in True Trading Group for tools and courses. The tools and the courses will always be included in that annual membership, which today you guys can save the $207 is just $1,000 for the entire year. And you get to use all of those tools. Anyone that signs up on this live stream, while I am talking, you guys are going to be getting a one-on-one mentor session with myself or any other one of the professional trading moderators that are part of True Trading Group. This way we can get you started off on the right foot for 2023. Talk about your trading, your strengths, your weaknesses, what adjustments can we make? What are you doing wrong? Let's fix it. And then maybe we can also talk about your long-term stuff. What stocks are we targeting for next year? What prices are we looking at to be buying these names? Whatever it is you want to talk about, we'll do that as well on a one-on-one mentor session when you guys join here today on this live stream. You're going to renew at the $1,000 membership price as well. That's very important because 78% of our members renew their membership. So when you guys join next year, when your membership comes up for renewal, we're already going to be over 2,000 with a 2-pay system. You won't have to do that. If you joined right now for $1,000 for the whole year, then you will renew at $1,000 for the whole year. You're grandfathering yourself in at that pay structure of just $1,000 for the whole year. And like I said, 78% of our members renew their membership. So you renewing at 1,000 when next year the price will be over 2K, that, folks, is a very big deal. Nico just asked how much for private sessions. When you join, the answer is free if you sign up right now. So Nico said how much for private sessions. The answer is free because if you join right here on this live stream, Nico, you will get a free one-on-one private mentor session with myself or any one of the other professional trading mods that are part of True Trading Group. And don't forget, you've got the free laptop there as well. You don't have to enter your address to get the laptop. You get a welcome email after you join with instructions how to claim that free laptop. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com and enter the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. The price will drop all the way down to the $1,000. And as long as you see that laptop, that's how you know that you're getting one of them. It's available for the next 50 people. And last but certainly not least, I put my money where my mouth is. When you join True Trading Group, I offer you a double your money back guarantee. I'm dead serious. It's quite simple. This is how it works. When you join, you have all year to accomplish these 3 things. So it's not like, 14 days or 30 days or anything like that. Okay. You have all year to go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend one study group. We do a study group every Thursday. I'm asking you to attend one. If you do not make back the $1,000 membership fee at least once during your membership, I will give you back $2,000. I'm dead serious. You can keep the laptop. I'm dead serious. That's how confident I am in the platform that we have created. We've only had to give a refund to 2.6% of our users since 2016. That's why I can very confidently offer this to you. When you commit to True Trading Group, we commit right back to you. We put our money up just like you put yours up. If you can't make back the $1,000 at least once, we're going to give you back $2,000. That's the deal. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com and enter the coupon code TTG121. If you have any questions about this membership, okay, if you have any questions, or if you are currently a trial member, you used to be a trial member, or you used to be an annual member, we have to whitelist your email address. So you must send a text message to 786-505-4049. The phone number is right at the bottom of your screen, 786-505-4049. The phone number is right at the bottom of your screen. You can also send us a text message to that phone number if you have any questions at all about the membership, any questions about myself, about Adam, about the platform, about the mods, about the trades, or about the tools. If you have any questions, you send a text to that phone number right now. We'll answer any questions that you guys do have. So again, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code, click apply code. Price drops all the way down to $1,000. You see a laptop, that's how you know you're getting one. Fill out your info, check out, you're good to go. No address needed for the laptop. You'll get a welcome email after you join. All right? So there you guys have it. Again, that's going to be available for the next 50 people or January 2nd at midnight, whichever happens first. Then we're going to be moving to the 2-pay system. You'll pay $1,000 when you join and $1,000 6 months later. All right. Everybody welcome Donald. Donald, welcome to the family, folks. That means we are down to now 49. 49 of these spots are now remaining. So there you guys go, folks. 49 spots remain for the laptop and the one-on-one mentor session and the $1,000 price point. 49 spots are remaining. All right. These aren't going to last. They never do. There's no way that we're going to 50 spots are going to last over the next several days. We've had a tremendous amount of people that have joined True Trading Group here in 2022. And also just in the month of December, a few hundred people brand new people have joined True Trading Group in just the month of December alone. So these 50 spots, do not think they're going to last. It's not just the tools, folks. It's the results. I don't think people understand how rare it is to find what it is that we actually offer with all of those tools on one platform with the results that members are having. I really don't think people understand how rare that actually is. Where I can tell you that 78% of our members renew their membership. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with almost 2,000 reviews. We've only had to give a refund to 2.6% of our entire user base since 2016. You guys get access to all the tools and all the resources. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price will drop to $1,000. Like I said, there's 49 of those spots now remaining. All right. And if you have any questions, you send a text message to 786-505-4049. You send a text message to that phone number if you guys have any questions at all. All right. So there you guys have it. All right, folks. Does anybody have any questions for me about anything that I've been talking about before we got into the membership stuff? If anything that anybody has questions about anything that I was talking about 2023 and getting yourselves ready and getting yourselves prepared for 2023. Does anybody have any specific questions about that? How low will the SPY go? Dion, my target for the SPY is kind of like that 330-ish is kind of my target. I'll just draw it for you on the chart. Right here is my target. Right here is my target on the SPY. That's my target. And I think it comes next year. That area is my target. And this 320 level, I really do like this 320 level from a technical standpoint. I really like in front of 320. I will most likely be fully invested in the markets if we get down into this region. The reason I really do like this level, if you look back here in 2020, this level was an absolute massive level. If you take a look at, how much the price was affected at this 320 level. So from a technical standpoint, that's a beautiful spot. Everybody welcome David. David's the newest member of the TTG family. Everybody welcome David. There's now just 48 of those spots remaining, guys. Everybody welcome David. There's 48 spots left. All right. So again, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Click apply code. Price drops to $1,000. You got the laptop. You got the one-on-one mentor session, private mentor session, and you guys have the double your money back guarantee. Stop listening to the wrong people. Stop focusing on the wrong stocks. CEI, MMTLP, AMC, those are not the stocks that you guys should be focused on. What you should be focused on is learning how to make money as stocks go down, as I believe they will again next year, and then learn about what stocks have the potential to be the next unicorns over the next decade that you can buy next year, stuff in your portfolio for the next 3, 5, 7, 10 years, look back and be like, oh my goodness, I have enough money for a down payment on a house. I have enough money to send my kid to the college that they want to go to. That's the point of all this. That's why we do this. Why else would you do this? Because you're bored? No. Just because you guys are trying to make money. You're trying to improve your financial situations. In order to do that, you've got to make the right decisions. In order to make the right decisions, you got to have a real education. You got to have access to real tools. And it sure as hell helps when you're part of a community of people that genuinely give a damn whether you succeed or fail and are willing to help you every single step along the way. And when I say people that are willing to help you every step along the way, I'm not just talking about myself and the 9 professional traders that are part of True Trading Group and the over 28-person support staff and employees that you have at True Trading Group. I'm talking about the over 10,500 members of True Trading Group. Those members genuinely give a damn whether or not you succeed or fail. So that's kind of the target. That's the area that I'm targeting for next year. So if we get into that level, we get into this box, I'm a buyer. Guys, the code word for tonight, this is for members only. Code word for tonight, members only. If you're not a member, don't worry about this code word. The code word for tonight, folks, is success. The code word for tonight is success. Okay. Nice. Sarah Weber goes, get in early on pre-sale for Trader Palooza, baby. Yes. Guys, the code word for tonight is success. That is the code word for tonight. And if you guys are members and you guys are interested in Trader Palooza, pre-sale tickets have begun. So make sure you guys are taking advantage. Reach out to us tomorrow if you're interested. Pre-sale ends on Monday. Pre-sale ends on Monday. No, it will not, Chris. If the SPY was to go to 300 and let's say $30, if the SPY goes to 330, then as we do simple math, that is a 31% decline. If it goes to 320, that is a 33% decline. An 80% decline in the S&P would have to see you go to 96. Here, that's where you have to go. Right there. Yeah. That's not going to happen. Let's see, what is Trader Palooza? What is Trader Palooza? Guys, Trader Palooza, for those that do not know what Trader Palooza is, it is a 12-hour-long virtual trading workshop that is hosted by myself and the other moderators of True Trading Group, where every hour on the hour, starting at 8 a.m. Eastern, finishing at 8 p.m. Eastern, we hold a live workshop on a variety of different topics. It is the greatest learning experience that you will ever experience. You'll learn more in one day at Trader Palooza than you've probably learned in the entire previous year of your trading career. The moderators put together presentations for you. We put together workshops and material that you can take with you after the workshop is finished. So we can follow up and you can implement a lot of the things that you are working on. It's unreal. So that Trader Palooza is going to be on January 28th. It's a Saturday. We will publish an itinerary so you guys will be able to plan out your day. So you can say, hey, well, maybe you only want to attend the workshop at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and then 2, 3, and then 6. So you can adjust your, so that way you could adjust your schedule and your errands based on that, right? That way you can adjust it based on that. Can you go through this week, what to expect? Sure, but I am going to pull up Cala real quick because this is a stock that we were actually watching today to see if it was going to have a short squeeze. And this stock is actually starting to come to life a little bit right now after hours. 1750 is a big level for this stock. It's the high of the day today, but it's also a key level on the daily chart. If I was to just draw this line, I'll just break this down for you guys real quick live with you while this is taking place. So here's your resistance level at 1750. When I go to the daily chart, you guys can see this structure resistance right here at 1750. If you get through this 1750, your next stop is literally going to be all the way up here around 21, 22, which is previous pivot back there from August. And it's also the 200-day moving average that sits there. So then this becomes kind of your next level of a short squeeze target. And if you look back to the left there in June, you can see resistance double top there in June, resistance there in August, 200-day moving average sitting there as well. So we got to watch this 1750. If this thing starts to squeeze right now, while we're actually doing this, you got to watch. Wow, guys, $16 is now coming up here on this Cala. I'm going to try to see if this thing is going to break through 1750. If it gets through 1750, okay, and then holds 1750, and you get a brief moment of a consolidation here, something that looks like this, you may get a follow-through continuation squeeze that can see this thing go all the way up there to $21, and you can get some type of a candle pattern formation that looks something like this, but you have to get over this level first. 1750 is a big level for Cala. You got to get over that level first, and then we can look for the move to 21 or 22. Okay, so I'll keep an eye on Cala while we are, while we're here. Bonnie says, can I go through this week and what to expect? what I expect for the rest of this week. I mean, the markets have really weakened out. You tried to get over 383. If you guys were on my live stream last night, I talked to you guys about the importance of 383, how important of a level this actually was. And here it is. We draw this line out at 383. We talked about it yesterday. And once again, 383, it's resistance. It's the high of the day today. It's the high of the day yesterday. It's the high of the day on Friday. It is the high of the day on a Thursday. It is the low of the day on Wednesday. So a very, very, very significant level there at 383. Okay, very, very significant level there at 383. And we could not get above it today. And we kind of gave it up today. We kind of cratered. We broke beneath some intraday support levels from the last 2 days. We got down to 378, which is a level of support. We broke 378. Your next level of support is now 375. And it just feels like this market just wants to kind of go into the end of the year just with a dud. And I would expect just maybe a little bit more downside here into the end of the year. That 370 area is a beautiful target to kind of finish things off if you get down to that area. Nicholas, we got to welcome Nicholas. 47 spots left now, guys. That's it. 47 guys. Kala is moving. $16 now. 47 spots now remaining. Nicholas, welcome to the family. There's 47 spots left. Okay. Go to ttgoffer.com. Enter the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. The price will drop to $1,000. If you see a laptop, that's how you know you're getting one. This is available for the next 47 people or January 2nd at midnight, whichever comes first. Oh, Nicholas, that's actually Nico that was commenting in chat. Nico, what's up, man? I'm glad to have you part of the team, brother. I'm looking forward to, I know you've been asking for the one-on-one private session. I look forward to our private session together. Nico, welcome to the family, my man. So, guys, if you have questions, remember 786-505-4049, 786-505-4049. So really what I'm looking for regarding the SPY is to really just kind of finish the year off with a dud. I'll be trying to maybe just short bounces. 375, I think, needs to be tested. 375 is a nice support level. That's going to be low of the day from the 22nd. I think you got to get down and test that level, 375. So maybe tomorrow we get to 375, then you probably bounce off of 375 briefly. And then if you break 375, you go to 370 to close out the year on Friday. So I would say tomorrow we get to 375. I expect a little bit of a bounce off of 375. And then if that level then breaks later in the day, or if it breaks on Friday, you finish the year at 370, 371. So that's kind of how I would expect the markets to kind of finish themselves out. But these last couple trading days of the year are always tough, guys, because the volume is extremely light and the markets can just kind of float either way. You really got to take the price action that occurs the last couple of days of the year. You really got to take it with a grain of salt. Once you get into the first week of January, that's really when you start to really get a good eye and good gauge, because everybody's back at their desk. A lot of Wall Street traders and fund managers are not even working this final week of the year. So volume is extremely light. Once all market participants come back by the first and second week of January, you get true direction and you really get good insight into what the markets are going to be doing. All right. So we still have not broken that 1750. So I don't have too much to worry about here right now. But again, if you break 1750, you look for 2122. For anyone that is trading this right now after hours, I know we have some members of True Trading Group that are trading this thing, so something to keep an eye on. Nice little increase in volume there after hours as well. 77, 80,000 shares on a 3-minute candle, when previously this thing was trading 8,000, 10,000, 8,000, 20,000 shares. Now you're starting to get an increase in volume there after hours. So it's worth a look if this gets over 1750. I'm telling you now, it's worth a look. If it's over 1750, you probably have a $4 or $5 move to the upside that you can capitalize on. All right, folks. All right, guys. So there we have it. Yeah, and also Nico. Nico says, looking forward to speaking with you. Likewise, Nico. Looking forward to getting to know a little bit more about your trading style, history, experience, and looking forward to what adjustments we can make and how we can improve on P&L, right? That's the goal of all the one-on-ones that we do. It's We dive into your trading specifically, and figure out what are you doing wrong? What adjustments do we need to make so we can improve on your P&L, right? That's the goal of all of the one-on-ones that we do. I have over 1 million invested in airlines, JetBlue, American, and United. Okay, so we have a lot to talk about. All right, Nico, we got a lot to talk about, man. We'll go over it together. No issues. All right, guys, yeah, I'm keeping an eye on this Kala, man. This Kala is starting to get a little froggy. I don't even have my light speed open. I'd have to open up my light speed again if I was going to try to go after this thing. 1637 now as this thing is continuing to climb. It's going to push up there and test the 1750. And then we'll see what kind of volume there is once you get through 1750. You're going to want to see that volume really start to increase in order to tell you that shorts are covering that position. 1650 now. Kala, this is going to be a big test, guys. You want to see an increase in volume through 1750. All right, so exactly, I'll tell you to draw exactly what you're going to want to look for. You want to look for a break through 1750, right? And then the volume bars, if we can just for 1 second, guys, can we just drop the message on the bottom just so I can show the volume bars? 1 second. This will be quick. And you're going to want to see those volume bars start to pick up, right? You're going to want to see those volume bars start to pick up. The increase in the volume is going to be what would tell me that there's momentum on the stock, and make sure that we don't just double top here at 1750, because 1750 is a resistance level. If I was already long Kala, which I'm not right now, if I was, I'd be taking profit literally right now. So like, let's say if I was long from here, right? Let's say if I was long Kala from here, I'd have an order right here for a take profit. 25% of my position would come off the table right here. That's the tier trading system. The tier trading system is something that you'll learn as a member of True Trading Group, which teaches you how to sell your position in pieces and identify profit targets. So it allows you to stay in winning trades longer. A lot of people struggle with getting out of winning trades too early. And then you're like, oh, I should have held. Oh, I left so much money on the table. The tier trading system will help prevent you from doing that and allow you to realize more gains on the trades that you're right on. Big problem that a lot of inexperienced traders have is they lose more money when they're wrong than they make when they're right. This system helps fix that. It's something I learned when I worked at the fund. I've made little tweaks and adjustments so it relates to my own personal retail trading. And once you learn how to trade in tiers, you'll never trade any other way. There's members in True Trading Group that are here on this live stream that'll tell you that the tier trading system has completely revolutionized and changed their trading forever, and they'll never trade any other way. So I would be filled right now, taking profits off the table, 25% of my position. What I would then be doing is I'd have another order out for 50% of my position above 1750 to try to capitalize on the breakout. And once you get the breakout, I would have my second take profit off the table, order already out there in place. And then you look for the consolidation and you stay long a piece of your position for the consolidation, right? You stay long the consolidation in case you do get, you get this little consolidation. Stock looks something like this. And then all of a sudden you get the jailbreak and the thing just takes off, right? And then it takes off. And then if 21, 22 is my final target, right up there would be the last 25% of my position. And then we take that final piece off the table and then we'd be completely flat the position. We'd sit back and we'd say, thank you very much for the after hours fun, right? That's how you would be using the tier trading system. But again, I'm not trading right now. My light speed platform is not even open right now. But if you get over 1750, it's something that is definitely worth a look. And then if you get the increase in volume, that's what you look for the confirmation. Okay, quick little live lesson for you guys. And you see what I just did here right now on the charts? What I just did right now on the charts is basically what we do every day inside chat. Every single day in chat, you see my screen, you see the other moderator screens. We talk on the microphone. We're drawing on our charts, showing you what we see, showing you if this candle happens, then we're going to do this. We draw this stuff out for you. You know well in advance what it is that the moderators are going to be doing. And then when our orders actually execute, when our orders fill, you get a notification in chat to let you know that our order is actually filled. But we tell you where our buy orders are. We tell you where our sell orders are. You can follow along with us if you so choose. Okay? Good stuff, guys. Excellent. Great live stream. Another good one in the books, as always. One of the last live streams of the year. We still got a couple of them left. You're not going to want to miss them. We got some important stuff to be talking about. Don't forget, there's 47 spots left for the $1,000 price point and the free laptop and the one-on-one mentor session and the double your money back guarantee and all of the courses from the educational program that I learned working at the Fund of New York and the $5,000 to $6,000 worth of premium tools from some of the top stock market trading and investing companies in the world. You get access to all of that for just $1,000. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, price drops to $1,000, you're good to go. Let me actually show you guys the platform so you can see actually for yourself what you're going to get access to as a member of True Trading Group. This way you guys can see the tools and everything. Adam showed you everything earlier on the live stream. I'll run through it with you guys quickly just to kind of recap and touch base for anybody that might have missed it. But Adam gave you guys a really thorough and in-depth rundown earlier, but I'll show it to you as well. You're going to get the chat room, of course. The chat room is where the moderators and I share our screen. Like I said, we're with you from pre-market all the way through until after hours. You can use the mobile app. The mobile app will let you see the screen share, listen to the audio commentary, and get real-time push notifications when the moderators enter or exit trades. This way, even if you guys are not in front of your computer, you can follow along with everything that we're doing during the day. You also get 2 private study group sessions with other mods. You guys can ask questions, and we can really help to work on speeding up that learning curve. Make sure you guys get started on the right track. You get Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, live breaking up to the second news alerts directly inside of chat. If you went to Benzinga directly, this is going to cost you over $1,000. It's included with your membership when you join TTG for just $1,000. You also get Trading Views charts. That's $600 a year. It's included with your membership. The Trade Ideas scanner streams live on our platform. That's a few $100 a year. It's included with your membership when you pay $1,000. ETNA's trading simulator lets you trade stocks and options with fake money. That's just under $1,000. If you go to ETNA directly, it's included with your membership when you pay $1,000. You get our own proprietary scanner that lets you create your own custom scans. Dark pool data, unusual options activity, and options flow, all included. This data is very expensive if you pay for it on your own. It's included when you join True Trading Group. You get a trading journal that will track your trading and break it down to the numbers and statistics. You can see what you're doing wrong. That's included. A social sentiment scanner will go through Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter and tell you what ticker symbols are being mentioned most. You can stay ahead of the crowd. Analyst ratings, so you'll know exactly how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating on whatever it is, whatever stock it is you're looking at. Whether or not there's been insider buying, insider selling, what's the short data, it's all included. Every day you get watch lists published from the moderators and I. What stocks we're looking at with the game plan and how we plan on trading them. This way you always know where to focus your attention. You're also going to be getting all of the courses. The courses are a simplified but expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto futures, you name it, we've got it. It's all included. There's no VIP courses that cost more money after you join. You get access to every single course as a member of True Trading Group. Remember, no upsells for courses, no upsells for tools. You also get a video library. That video library has over 400 hours of workshops and webinars that we have conducted with our members live, covering a variety of different topics. And then you can attend all these workshops live once you become a full-time member. It's time you guys invested in something real. It's time you started listening to people that know what they're talking about and are not leaving you distracted and unfocused with just nonsense that has not been working for you this year. Diamond hand to the moon, meme stocks, all these Discord pumps and, mother of all short squeezes. You're getting your ass handed to you if you're trying to focus on that stuff this year, and you're missing out on not just income generating opportunities, but wealth building opportunities for the long run. It's time you started paying attention to the stock market and not the casino. The casino has not worked for you. The casino has never worked for you. Whenever you have won at the casino, it gives you a false sense of reality and a false sense of success. And then what happens? You give it all back and you end up losing money the next time you're there. Stop treating this like a casino and start treating it like the wealth building opportunity that it is. Because the people that are prepared next year will prosper. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121. There's 47 spots left between now and January 2nd at midnight, whichever comes first. If you see a laptop, that's when you know you're getting one. You don't have to enter your address to get the free laptop. You'll get a welcome email with instructions how to claim that laptop after you join. If you have questions, send a text to 505-4049. Again, that's ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Thanks for joining me tonight, folks. I'll keep an eye on Kala over 1750. Have a great night. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on your notifications. I'll